What's up, everybody? DJ Sue back again with a completely unscientific, unobjective comparison between the sound of two different mixers. This time we're comparing the A-Trak edition of the Rane 70 with the 72 Mark II. Now, the original Rane 70, I believe, is supposed to sound identical to the 72. They use the same sound card, same processing, same EQ curve, etc. I don't know. I've never actually got my hands on the original 70. But the A-Trak edition has been tweaked slightly. Apparently, he asked for some EQ curve adjustments. And I quote, he said to bring out the lows a little bit more. So let's have a listen to them. We're just going to A-B them. I've got everything running into a Roland Go Mixer Pro. The volumes should be identical. And we're just going to go back and forth between them. So these are, this is a 24-bit 48K sample rate track. This is one of my tracks. It's from an upcoming EP that's not quite out yet. I didn't want to get any copyright strikes. So I'm going to do an A-B. I'm going to use two different tracks from my EP. And let's see if we hear a difference. All right, here we go. Let's start with the Rane 72. And this is 70. This is 72. 70. So it's just kind of going back and forth every 2 bars. I'm going to keep doing that. This is 72. 70. 72. 70. 72. 70. So it's interesting. I can definitely hear a difference in some of the more minimal areas. It feels like the A-Trak 70 has like a little bit more of the mids scooped out. Now, obviously, we're not testing this on a big system or anything like that, and that might make a huge difference. But I'm just listening on my headphones right now. I mean, I don't know if this is just the fact that I'm more used to the sound of the 72, but I actually still kind of like the sound of the 70. It's a little bit more full in the mids. The 70 definitely feels like there's like maybe a couple dips going on in the mids, and it doesn't sound as pronounced. Now, this might make a bigger difference on a big system with like arrays of subs. But let's have a listen to another track and see how this sounds. 70, I'm going to be using the right track now. So 72 will be when the crossfader is on the right-hand side, or when this crossfader is on the right-hand side, and then the 70 will be when this crossfader is on the right-hand side. All right, here we go. 70, 72. All right, well, yeah, I mean, this is just my own sort of what I'm picking up with my hearing. Other than the fact that you can definitely hear a little bit of the mids. I want to say, I don't know, I'm terrible at identifying frequencies, but I want to say like around the 4 to 600 hertz range, and maybe a couple more dips in the upper frequencies. Like this definitely has a little bit more of like an airy, bright note to it, and I don't find the Rane mixers very bright at all. I find them pretty like kind of have a little bit of a warmth to them. But when the tracks are going where there's like a lot of frequencies kind of happening at once, where most of the spectrum is being filled, I honestly don't hear that much of a difference between them. In the more minimal areas, that's sort of when you can, or at least when I can hear the differences between them, and I feel like the mids is a little bit more pronounced on the 72 than the A-Trak 70. I think they both sound great. I think they're both probably going to sound really good on a big system. We'll see if I can do a big system test somewhere along the way, but I don't really see that happening. Gigs are slowly coming back in my area, but I haven't had any mobile gig bookings yet, and I'm certainly not going to bring 2 mixers out to my mobile gigs, especially this one, which I'm not allowed to tell anybody about yet. So yeah, there you go. You can be the judge. You can have a listen. The first track, when the crossfader was on this side on this mixer, it was the 70, and on this side of the mixer is the 72, and then the second track was the opposite. And both these tracks are going to be on my upcoming EP. Shameless plug. Anyway, DJ Sue out.